Hello everyone, today I'm here to do a tag video. Tag has been around for a while and I'm just now getting around to it because I just love tag videos. I mean, I don't know what else to say other than I like filming them, and yeah. This tag's going to be the NY Times by the book tag. The original creator was Marie Berg, and she got this idea from this book that the New York Times put together, like a whole bunch of authors, and they asked them a whole bunch of questions, and she took questions and made them her own for Booktube. So yeah, I will link the original down below, and let's just get right on to the question. The first question is, what book is on your nightstand now? Well, I have two actually that I had to pull from. The first one was one I just finished that was on my nightstand still because I had to bring it downstairs to put it back on my bookshelf to review, and that is The Woman in Cabin 10 by Ruth Ware. It's an adult history / thriller novel, and I do plan on filming a review, so check out that one soon. But yeah, like I said, I just finished this one, so it's obviously on my nightstand. The next one's not on my nightstand because I'm putting it on my nightstand tonight when I go to bed. That is It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover. I just received this in the mail from Atria, and this book comes out August 2nd, and it's a new adult, like, romance type of novel, so I'm excited to read it because I need a little bit of a break from a lot of the thrillers / series books I've read, a little bit lighthearted, but I've heard this isn't very lighthearted because of the topics in it, but needless to say, I still gotta read it and I want to read it. The next question is, what is the last truly great book you've read? I've read a lot of really good books this year. Despite looking at my Goodreads, you're like, I've only had 6 5-star reviews. I'm very strict on that for some reason. I don't know. The last truly great book I read was actually a couple weeks ago, and that is Vicious by V.E. Schwab. I am obsessed with this book. I just loved it so very much. I just can't get enough of it. This is an adult book all about villains and the notion of heroes versus villains, right versus wrong, all that stuff. Please pick it up because it's gonna rock your world. Question number 3 is, if you can meet any writer, dead or alive, who would it be and what would you want to know? When I thought about this, I was like, I don't know what writer I'm really itching to meet, but the answer comes so easily to me, but it's like the most cliche answer, and that's J.K. Rowling, because she pretty much shaped my childhood and like my adulthood and my young adulthood, all that stuff combined. She really shaped it, so I would love to meet her. What I would ask is, I don't know, just a myriad of questions. Like, I would ask her so many things about Harry Potter, so many things. I would just want to meet her, probably. Question number 4 is, what books might we be surprised to find on your shelves? And I don't know. I don't really have any in here that I'm just like, oh crap, do not look at my shelves because you're going to be surprised. There's not any, I don't think, like, there's not one that I don't think people would be like, you're surprised. Because like I said, I don't have an answer for this one. I feel horrible, but I just really don't have an answer. Question number 5 is, how do you organize your personal library? I am somewhat strict about it. I don't know. I have, like, I call my background, my background of video, so I like to have like some really colorful contemporaries over here, just a few, and then I like to have decor in my background. Not all books, but that's just how it is. And this is like one of my favorite shelves. I have lots of favorite shelves, so this is one. This is like my tall favorite shelves. I would say I organize most by genre and tallness. Tallness is a very important thing with me. Up here I keep all of my adult books. Up there I keep all my adult books. Over there I keep all my contemporary. I keep all of like my finished trilogies, so I like to organize it a lot. And up here I keep like my TV, like my books I haven't read yet. I don't know, I'm a little bit of an organizational freak. That is an understatement, but mostly by genre and tallness. That's how the tallness thing is one of my pet peeves. I like to really keep them like height-wise. Like height-wise is my thing. Tallness, not tallness, height-wise. What am I saying? Question is, what book have you always meant to read and haven't gotten around to yet? Question to go with it is, anything you feel embarrassed to never have read? I'm usually pretty good. If I have kept a book for like over 2 years on my to-be-read shelf, I just have to get rid of it, because if I've kept it on there for that long, there's no way I'm gonna freaking read it. I'm just gonna be real with you. But the one book I've talked about time and time again on this channel, I've been meaning to read, You're probably sick of me holding up because you're probably just like, shut up, Heather, and freaking read it. I know. And that is The Dark Taste by Alison Goodman. This one haunts me. I really want to read it. I just haven't yet. Lord knows why, but I just haven't yet. I'm embarrassed not to have read because I just feel like I get so much flack on it. I don't really. I just feel embarrassed for myself that I haven't read it. And that's The Percy Jackson and the Olympians by Rick Riordan. I've talked about this in my middle grade reads video. I just don't know if I'm going to read it. I feel like my time is kind of come and gone for reading them, but I just feel embarrassed because everyone loves Percy Jackson, and I'm sure I would too. At least I would hope so, but I just feel embarrassed I haven't read them. The next question is disappointed, overrated, and just not good. What book did you feel you were supposed to like but didn't? Do you remember the last book you put down without finishing? The one book that stands out to me, the book that I think I felt like I was supposed to like but I didn't. One I can think of is Love That Split the World by Emily Henry. I've talked about this several times. I've heard so many good things about it and I went into it expecting to love it and I came out of it thinking, why did I even read that? Because I felt like it was just a confused pile of just confusion, pretty much, and I just really did not enjoy it at all. This book I picked up but I had to put down like I didn't finish would have to be, sadly to say, is Naga by John Corey Whaley. I just started that like literally 4 days ago because I was waiting for another book to release, so I was just reading it in between times and I put it down, but I do have plans to finish it because I liked it. I just knew I wanted to read this other book that was coming out more, and seriously been on my dresser, so yeah, I do plan to finish that. That's the last one I have picked up and put down. Question number 8 is what kind of stories are you drawn to? Any you stay clear of? I'm drawn to a lot of fantasy books. I feel like I've gotten a lot into my groove of fantasy, you know, a lot of like high epic fantasy with a kingdom and a person that's supposed to claim their throne and a kingdom going awry. I love those type of books. I am drawn to a lot of contemporary books where it sounds like it's going to be a good romance. I like that. Things I stay clear of. I'm not a super fan of dystopian anymore. I know it was really popular back in the day, but I feel like times are kind of going away from that. I try to stay clear of love triangles. I'm not a huge fan of those. I never have been. I don't like that. So, but you know, sometimes you try to stay clear of those, but that doesn't come evident to the second or third book. You're like, oh crap, I'm already invested. Gotta stick with it. There's not much I won't read. I will stay clear of like straight up like horror stories. I have gotten better about reading thrillers. Horror stories, no, never, no. That's just something I will never be drawn to. Question number 9, if you could require the president to read one book, what would it be? I feel like everyone should read Harry Potter. That would probably be my one requirement reading of like, if I had to pick one book for everyone to read, I guess it'd be 7 books, but it'd be Harry Potter. Cliche, yes, but my true an honest answer. And question number 10 is what do you plan to read next? And like I said at the beginning of this video, I'm planning to read this next too, but if you want to get even more, you know, into my TBR, I plan to finish after this one is going to be The Savage Song by Victoria Schwab. I just got some out crate and I already can't wait to read it, so that's what I plan to read. So it's going to be totally different. New adult with romance to a like fantasy. Anyway, that was the NY Times by the book tag. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this tag. If you have any other tag videos that I haven't heard of, because I try to hear a lot, let me know in the comments down below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and hit subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.